Good morning, happy Sunday. This morning I really need to study. I've got a couple of assignments due and that's what I'm going to be doing. So I thought I'm going to pull my hair back into something that's going to make everything out of my eyes completely tidy and pretty at the same time, because we all like to feel nice about ourselves, and why not do it on a day when no one's going to see you except yourself? You feel good about it. So today I've decided that I'm going to show you a style that I get a lot of compliments on. A lot of people ask me all the time, how do you do that? How do you make your fingers go in these intricate patterns? And honestly, it's really not that hard. I'm going to show you today how to do a rope lace braid. Alright, so the rope braid, if you think of a piece of nylon rope, it's twisted around two pieces. Alright, looks really simple. It's those fibers and getting it to stay like that. If you've tried to twist the two pieces, you'll find that it always untwists. So that's the technique I'm going to be showing you all about today. I'm also going to show you how to do it in a lace, which is sort of like a French, but not. You want to make it so it's going all the way along your forehead, and just taking the pieces from the front to blend it in, and so that you can't see where that section ends. So it's really tidy, it looks lovely and feminine, and it's really just pretty and easy and quick, much quicker than anyone will believe. Alright, so for this style, after I've done my rope lace braid, I'm also going to be pulling all the rest of my hair up into just a cinnamon. So for this style, all you need is a brush, obviously, just to smooth everything out. This is my trusty Tangle Teaser. It's about my favourite beauty purchase ever. The only thing that beats it is a bit of spray and shampoo, which is also on the top of my list. For second day hair, this style is amazing. For third day hair, it's also amazing, but you may need a bit of spray and shampoo. At the moment, I'm trying to stretch my washes. I'm getting to about 4 days before it's unbearable, but I'm trying to get there. I think 4 days is probably about my limit before I think that's enough for stretching. So the only other thing you need is one of these little trusty stretchy snagless ties. You can use any type of clip or tie that you like, that's just the one that I like. And for my cinnabon, I'm just going to use 2 of these super long bobby pins. You can see that they're quite a bit longer than their normal bobby pins. They tend to hold my hair because it's quite thick and coarse. They tend to hold my hair quite a lot better. And I don't have to use any of the bands, which would just rip at your hair. So if you have these items, it will make things a lot easier. So to start with, obviously you're going to brush out your hair. Now, I slept on my hair last night. I've done very little else with it. So just run the brush through. You just want it to be pretty smooth so that separating the sections, especially in this front part here, will be a bit easier. Now, I always part my hair on the side. I do have fringe. Some days I'm not in love with it, like today. It is quite a long fringe. It's a side fringe that looks really cute when it's in a ponytail, but it's not really effective when you really need to just buckle down and not think about hair. So, yeah, so you want to start with a side part. You can obviously start with the middle part. It's your preference, completely your preference, but this is how I do it. My part is about 1 inch to 1.5 inches from the center of my forehead, mostly because I have a really disjointed hairline, and I just like it this way. So what I do is I start with this section just smoothed out, then take a section. Now you want to find about that 1.5 inch section. So the first section is going to be wider than the rest. It's just your start point, your anchor point. You want it to be quite heady, just so that little pieces and flyaways aren't showing, you know, at the end. So what you need to do is take this section, about 1.5 inches, and you want to go about 2 inches back on your head, alright, and pull up this square or rectangle shape. Your next step is to separate this section into 2, one at the front and one at the back. You want to have decently equal portions, but perfection is not required here. It's all about making it look pretty much tidy, alright? So the next thing you want to do is you're going to be twisting each of these 2 sections forward. So twisting clockwise, both sections towards the front of your head. Now, the reason you're twisting towards the front of your head is because the rope braid is going to go away from your face to help us create that lace look that's going to hide the joint, hide the scalp, alright? So you can do it the opposite way. This is my preference. I don't like to see that join there, and I really feel like it's much more effective and prettier, and I think it looks a lot tidier. So you're twisting these top two sections to the front. Your next thing you're going to do is twist the front section toward the back. So taking it over the top and to the back. Alright? Very easy. So you've got a cross shape at the top of your head there. You want to try and hold these both with the one hand. So the first, obviously the back section is between these two fingers, and the front section, which is now at the back, I'm just holding between these two fingers. So the next thing is to take another about inch section from the front this time, and only about 1 inch back. You want to take an inch section and separate it out, then join it in with the portion between your thumb and your forefinger. So the portion that was at the back and is now at the front has now joined with that section that you've separated out. And you're going to twist those forward again. So twisting towards the front of your face. And then when you feel that that section is twisted nicely, take that and twist it over to the back. So that you've now got the piece that was originally at the back has twisted under and over, but joined with your new section of hair. Okay? Now, this is the formula. You're going to take another section from underneath here, join it in with the piece that's now between these two fingers, and twisting forward towards the front of your head, and then over to the back. And you're just swapping it over between your fingers, as you've seen. Now, you just really want to keep going all the way to the bottom. So I have found, and this is going to sound really silly, but if you say it out loud to yourself, it really makes sense, and it makes it a lot easier to keep going from that top, because you do lose track of twisting forward, twisting back. So you want to say to yourself, twisting forward, then twisting back. Okay? So twisting forward, separating the section obviously first, then twisting forward, and twisting back. Now you can see my little bang fluff sticking out here. That's not a problem. Bit of hairspray if that's your preference, smooth it down. Personally, I really don't care. I think it looks nice, and honestly, nobody notices. Nobody really cares. But if you're really, really unhappy about it, hairspray, smooth it down, and it's gone. You know, no one would know it was there. Or you can go back and start again. That's what you want to do. Do it. So, as you can see, this is really, really not that hard. My last portion is this piece right above the ear and at the back. Okay? So, right behind the ear, twisting forward, and twisting back. Now, what are we going to do with these two long pieces? Oh my god. Twisting them both. You're going to twist them forward all the way to the bottom of the hair. Twisting them forward. Try not to let your hair get knotted if you can. It really breaks the hair shafts, and it's not a pretty look to have a bunch of split ends, alright? So you want to be so careful just to not over twist the hair, you know? But as you twist further down the hair strands, you want to twist them back, but over themselves without adding hair, obviously. Twisting forward and twisting back. Twisting forward and twisting back. Twisting forward, twisting back. When you feel like you get to the point where you're pretty happy, like that's where you are ready to stop your twists, I'll show you what to do next. So I'm getting pretty near to the end of my hair shafts. Very rarely do I actually take it right to the end, only because you tend to get a bit of tapering at the end of the hair. So your rope is getting a little bit finer, and I feel like if you're twisting too much at one piece of hair, it's going to break it. And I try to be aware of not breaking my hair. That's why I have the tangle teaser. That's why I don't wash my hair as often. And, you know, I do try to be aware of it. So I'll take it down to maybe about an inch or two from the end, alright? So you take your little snubby tie, and you want to just put it around, obviously, tying it off. I always tie just a few millimeters above where the twist ended, so you get that nice tight end on your rope. You want it to not be looser at the bottom. I find that really sad when I see this beautiful braid that's been tied off too low and you get this loosening at the bottom. So I just want to show you. So it's quite tight all the way to the end, and my little twist is quite complete. Alright, so you've got now your beautiful little rope lace braid. As I said before, you don't see where it joins in. You don't see that scalp at the back, you know. It's such an unattractive look, and I can't understand why girls like it, you know. Personally, I like that it just looks so tidy, alright. So as I said, I'm going to put this all cinnabummed up. So grabbing all this into a low ponytail just with my hands. I'm not tying it off at all. Just grabbing this into a low ponytail, and then I'm going to put this into it. Then you want to take the whole section of hair and you're twisting it. Just twisting it while you're still holding it with the other hand. Twisting it around itself. Twisting, twisting. Then I just take one of my trusty pins, and while I'm still holding the end here, I just take this pin and separate it and put it over that twisted end and right into the heart of that bun. Right into the heart of it, so as deep as it possibly can go. Hair sticks also look beautiful with this. I had a beautiful pair of hair sticks with a pearl on the end, which I love to bits. And I'll have to find the person. It was recommended to me by Torrin Page on YouTube. A woman who is in New South Wales actually, who makes these hair sticks ridiculously cheaply. They are absolutely beautiful, and she charges such a minimal price for postage and everything else. She's amazing, and I love them to bits, but I left one in Melbourne when I was there, so I've only got one at the moment, which is really upsetting. But anyway, so the bobby pins do work perfectly. So I put one in just here above my fingers, and I'm going to put another one just below my fingers, so it's holding that end as tightly as possible into the bun. Now, a lot of people will take another one and smush it in. You can smush in any kinds of pins that you want to try and hold everything from every angle. My hair's pretty thick, and 2 of those pins hold it perfectly. They are amazing. I got them from like Foodworks or something. They're like a no-name brand, and they're just great. They're just the best pins. I got them when the floods were in Queensland and we were stranded in this tiny little town in the middle of nowhere, and this dodgy little corner store had these great pins. So anyway, you can see, not perfect currently, but it's a lot easier when you're watching yourself and not watching your timer. So not perfect, but still pretty nice. This little twist, and beautifully just pushed up into the bun. Braid. Hope you like it.